Okay. Well, yesterday we discussed few points in set. This was yesterday's homework. Find which of the following are sets. Justify your answer.
Sir,
Collect- Ah,
I had few doubts.
hello.
Sir, I had few doubts.
I couldn't get it clear.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, but tell me.
I had a few doubts, sir, regarding yesterday's homework.
I'm discussing that. These were the questions. Can you see the
Okay.
screen?
Yes, sir.
These were the questions you can ask me. I'm discussing all. Find which of the following are sets. Justify your answers. Now, question in the first one: collection of all months of the year, beginning with letter J. It's a set. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a
What
set.
about the second one? Collection of 10 most talented writers of India.
It is not a set
It is
because
not.
Not a set. How do we
It is
answer
not a
it? We
set.
answer like this. No, not a set. Ask. Why is it not a set? The term most
Not well defined.
you have to specify which is not well defined. Most talented writers of India is not well defined. You have to answer like this. Is it clear?
Yes,
Simple.
yes,
sir.
sir.
Is it
Yes,
okay?
sir.
You have to say which term. So, for example, let me take the third one. C. Five dangerous animals in the world. It is not well defined because the term dangerous animal is not well defined. Okay? Collection of all the creatures of earth. Obviously, it is defined whether it is creature of earth or not. There is no ambiguity. If at all there is ambiguity, then it is not defined. This is well defined. Collection of all even natural numbers less than 2. We
Sir,
can't, we can't find any. There is no element. It is not necessary that there may be element, but there is no confusion. There is no ambiguity. There is no opinion required. Okay, let
so
us
it
see.
is a set.
It is a set. The last one, five clever students. No, it is not a set because the term clever student is not well defined. Is it okay? We are not concerned about how many elements are there. Second question was here fill in the blanks. It's obvious. Three. Three belongs to A. Five. Five is not a member of A, and so on. I don't need to take up all. Write the following set in roster form. Roster form is you have to list. What about the first one? X is a natural number. Minus 3 less than x less than 4.
Sir, that set will contain numbers 1, 2, and 3.
Only.
Yes.
Yeah, you are right.
Yes,
It's
sir.
only 1, 2, and 3 because they are natural numbers. Okay. Further things are very simple. What about X is a letter of the word follow? It will be FOLW. As I told, there is no repetition required. There is no need of repeating any element. Okay? And what
Sir,
about
excuse me, sir.
previous one? Yeah.
Sir, in question 3, I didn't get B.
Which one?
B.
B.
X is a real number, so that x square minus 2 is equal to
Yeah,
2.
I'm looking into that. X squared minus 2 equal to 0 means x squared equal to 2. X squared equal to 2 means what could be x?
Under
Sir,
root 2.
X will be nothing. It's a plain set.
X will be root 2 or minus root 2. They are real numbers. Set of
No.
x such that x is a real number so that x squared minus 2 equal to 0. X could be plus root 2 or minus root 2. There are two elements. There is no confusion. And the last one, x is an integer more than 100. Of course, if you go on listing, there are plenty. So you write dot dot 101, 102, 103 dot dot. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. We go for now. Question number 4. Write the following in set builder form. How do you write 2, 4, 6, 8? You can say positive even integers less than 10. Set of all x such that x is a positive even integer less than 10. You can write your own way, no problem. Look up the third one and the second one, f, 2, 5. How do you write in
Prime factor of 10.
very good. Otherwise, you can see even quadratic equation set of x such that x squared minus 7x plus 10 equal to 0, because when you factorize this, you are getting x minus 2 into x minus 5. Otherwise, as you told, f equal to set of x such that x is a prime factor of 10. That will be coming sure easily for you. X is a prime factor of 10. And what about the last one? 2, 4, 8, 16, 32.
Square of 2 less than
Not square of 2, power of 2.
power of 2.
Or 2 raised to n. You can write like this. 2 raised to n, where n is a natural number and n less than 6. This is 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 5. Clear? Okay, any more questions? We now go for today's topic, some standard notations. These standard notations could be used anywhere in your mathematics, any place. Some set involving numbers. Capital N. We are using it for the set of all natural numbers. What are natural numbers? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, dot, dot. So when I say numbers, when I simply say capital N, by default we take granted it is set of natural numbers. Set of integers. You know what are integers? It consists of positive integers, negative integers, and 0. Q. Set of all rational numbers. You know what is a rational number? The number that can be written as in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. That is set of rational numbers. Capital R, the set of real numbers. We know what is a real number. Z plus, set of positive integers. Q plus, set of positive rational numbers. W, the set of whole numbers. Whole numbers means 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Just along with n, we add 0, we get W. Okay. R plus, set of all positive real numbers. These notations we may use on the way without specifying later. Okay. Now, depending on the size or the elements, we will classify the set into various types. First of all, empty set. I was hinting to some set where there are no elements. That is known as empty set. A set which does not contain any element is called an empty set, or is also known as a null set or simply void set. We use null set or empty set, or normally we are using empty set or null set, and that is usually denoted by the Greek alphabet phi. Normally for a set we are using capital English alphabets, but once you recognize it is a null set or it is an empty set, you can simply say it is phi. When I say phi, it is understood in set theory. It represents an empty set. Or simply if you write two brackets like this with no element there, that also is another representation of an empty set or a null set. Okay? Let us have some following empty set. Set of all x such that x is an integer and 2x plus 3 equals 0. This set is also known as null set, or you can say this is equal to phi, or simply to bracket. Set of all x such that x is an even prime number greater than 2. Actually, there is only one even prime number, that is 2. Greater than 2, there is no even prime number. These are empty sets. Finite set or infinite set. You know, in a simple understanding, finite set. A set which is empty or consisting a definite number of elements is called a finite set. Suppose it has 10 elements, 100 elements, 1000 elements, they are finite set. No elements, that is empty set, is also coming in the category of finite set. If it is not a finite set, that means if it does not have a finite number, it has infinitely many elements. A set which is not finite is called an infinite set. Clear? Finite set and infinite set. We can have examples. Let me write a few examples here. Set of x such that x is a natural number and x more than 1000. Set of x such that x is a factor of 1000. You can easily identify which is finite set, which is not finite set, infinite set. Set of x such that x is a natural number between 2 and 3, 2 less than x less than 3. and D, set of x such that x is a real number and 4 less than x less than 5. Can you tell me which of these are finite sets? A is not a finite set because there are infinitely many elements. B, factor of 1000, only finite numbers. C, x is the natural number between 2 and 3. Precisely, there is no natural number between
Excuse
2
me,
and
sir.
3. Yes, yes.
Sir, in A it will be a finite set because x.
More than 1000. It is not finite. I am going to
Oh.
classify it. I am going to classify it. Natural number more than 1000. X bigger than 1000. It is not finite. I have not classified. I am just putting some examples. Which of them are finite? Which of them are infinite? A is not finite. B is finite. C is finite because it is empty set. Empty set also comes in the finite category. D, real numbers between 4 and 5. How many real numbers are there between 4 and 5?
Infinite.
Infinitely many. Yes, you are right. The answer is correct. A and D are infinite sets. Clear? A more than 1000, infinitely many. B and C are finite sets. D, finite number, and C is actually null set. Null set is also coming in the category of finite sets. Okay. Now the cardinal number of a set. Cardinal number is also known as order of a set. Order of a finite set. That is simply the number of elements of a finite set A is called the cardinal number of a set denoted by n of A, or simply order of the set. We also use the notation O of A. Cardinal number, sometimes we simply do not use cardinal, we simply say number of elements in a set. Actually, the technical term is the cardinality or the cardinal number of the set. It is also known as the order, the number of elements of the set. So, for example, if you have set A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7. What is the cardinal number of this set?
4, sir.
4. It is 4. Number of A. We use the notation number of A is 4. The cardinal number. Or what is the order of this set? That's also 4. Order of the set is 4. Well, singleton set. No need to explain what is singleton set. A set having only one element is called a singleton set. No need of example. We will see it on the way. Equivalent set. Two sets A and B are said to be equivalent. Remember the word equivalent if they have same number of elements. If they have same number of elements, equivalent set. Remember, I specified they have same number of elements. Or the cardinality is same, or the cardinal numbers are equal. Or finite sets A and B are equal if number of A equal to number of B. These are valid when finite sets, because number of A and number of B can be identified only if it is a finite set. Otherwise, they are infinite set. And we use a notation. We read it. A is equivalent to B. A is equivalent to B. For example, if you say A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, there are 4 elements. And B, set of X such that X is a letter of the word 4. So if you write B, I have F-O-L-W. See, suppose you write F-O-L-L-W, but that doesn't mean, even if you repeat the letter L once again, the number of elements is not going to be 5. Be careful. You may repeat L once more, there is no error, even if it is not necessary, but that doesn't include, that doesn't increase the number of elements. So here set A and B are equivalent sets. They have same number of elements. Number of A equal to 4, which is as good as number of B. So what we observe is A is equivalent to B. The set A is equivalent to B. Clear? No doubt? We further go with equal sets. Well, equal. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if they have same elements. Irrespective of the order, as I told earlier, there is no need to worry about the order. There is no specific order for the elements in the set. And here we write A is equal to B. A is equal to B. Otherwise, we may write A is not equal to B. Okay? That is not. Two equal sets are always equivalent. Agree? Because equivalent means same number of elements. If they are equal, very much they are equivalent. But equivalent doesn't mean they are equal. Previously, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to X, A, B, C, D. They are equivalent but not equal. So equal sets are always equivalent, but the converse is not true. Equivalent set need not be. We cannot say equivalent sets are always equal. There may be equivalent sets which are equal also. Let us take some examples. Identify which of the following sets are equal. Let me give some sets. A, set of X such that X is a prime factor of 6. B, set of X such that X is a root of the equation. Be careful. X squared minus 5X minus 6 equal to 0. C, set of X such that X is an integer between 2 and 3. D, set of X such that X is a prime number less than 5. Can you identify which of them are equal?
Sir, A and D.
A and
D.
D. What about B?
B, I'll have to calculate.
Let us see. What is A? A, as we told, X is a prime factor of 6, that is 2 and 3, no doubt. Let us see what is B. X squared minus 5X minus 6. How do you factorize it? Splitting the middle term, product must be minus 6. And that is factorized. As and you are getting X minus 6 into X plus 1 equal to 0. X equal to 6 or minus 1. So the set here is 6 comma minus 1. C, integer between 2 and 3. No element, it is a null set. C is an empty set. D, prime numbers less than 5, 2 and 3. Yes, you're right. The set A and D are equal. A is equal to D. What about now A and B? They are not equal, but they are equivalent. A is equivalent to B. And B is equivalent to D also. We can say that A, B and D are equivalent set. We can write A is equivalent to B. We can write A is equivalent to D. We can write B is equivalent to D. Can I take granted? You know it now, clear? No doubt? Okay? Topics are clear? We have defined the different type of sets.
Excuse me, sir.
Now,
Sir, how B is equivalent to A? I didn't understand that.
equivalent means number of elements.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Equal means same element. A and D are equal, but A and B are equivalent. B and D are equivalent. A and D are equal as well as equivalent. This is notation for equivalent. Equivalent means same number of elements. Clear
Got
the
it, sir.
topics? Go through today's topic very clearly. I have a few questions here. I will share these for you. Identify which of the following are empty sets. You will find out and tell me. If you have difficulties, you tell me today itself. I can bring it tomorrow, or I can send it in WhatsApp also. You make the complete knot. Don't concentrate only on the problem, because
Sir, this
all
is
the
the homework.
points.
This is the homework, the 2 questions.
Yeah, this is homework. I'll be sending this for you also. You can take screenshot if you want. Question number 6. Question number 7 is to identify which of the following are finite or infinite. Further, question number 7, again to identify which is finite or infinite. Question number 8, identify equal sets and equivalent sets. Right? Equal sets and equivalent sets. That or equal sets, that is a repetition of word, don't worry. From the sets given below. A, B, C, D, E. I have a lot of sets. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, K, L, M. Out of all these, you have to find which of them are equal, which of them are equivalent. Okay? Okay? Getting along? Ready?
Okay, sir.
Now, listen carefully. You have to do all